turn. So again, in the backswing, I'm going to really feel I get a lot of depth in my turn, my hips, my shoulders, my chest. I'm going to feel like I get the biggest reach I can with my arms and hands. So what I would call kind of height and turn. So you're going to feel like you almost side bend a little. Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about the driver and how we can maximize your potential distance off the tee. If you are a first-time viewer, please consider following or subscribing. I post videos every week on a variety of subjects, all designed to help lower your scores and improve your golf. And me sharing my 22 years coaching experience and what I see in the lesson tee every single day. Keep watching to learn more about this distance elements of the driver. So as described in the introduction, we're really looking today at the driver, how we can make you maximize your potential distance, whatever that might be. So a couple of things we need to do to hit it further. We need to hit the ball in the center of the face. That goes without any sort of doubt or question. Hitting the ball in the right location in the face will maximize your potential distance. Second to that, we have to hit up on the golf ball in order to maximize your distance. It can make as much as 15% difference in distance, particularly carry distance. So ascending with the driver is absolutely crucial and key. So the other things to look at would be what else can we do to make sure these things happen? So what can we do in the golf swing to make sure we ascend? What can we make sure we do to maximize our speed in the right areas? So a couple of key things. With the driver, tee height is so important. I get so many people come into my lesson studio and we have obviously a mat and it's a fixed tee height and they go, I wouldn't normally tee it that high. The tee height is probably slightly lower than what I'd have it here today. So essentially, teeing it higher helps us hit up on the golf ball. Without teeing it high enough, you can't get that golf club traveling upwards. You have to hit down. We're obviously looking to try and get the center of gravity of the club and the ball married up as best they can. And in order to do that, the tee height is vitally important. We also want to look at things like ball position. So again, if I'm taking my setup, my ball position, if I'm trying to hit a long drive, would be almost left toe. If I'm hitting a standard drive, left heel or left ankle. So for a longer drive, I'm going to put it further forward and I'm going to possibly tee it up even higher than what we're saying. Tee height wise, just touching that again, I've got this ball probably 1/2 to 3/4 of ball above the top edge of the club. Maybe even for a longer one, I might go a full ball in front or a maximum tee height I could get. And I'm really going to try and feel like I stay behind the ball as I hit it and ascend that club upwards. So the other things I'm going to think about in my golf swing is a full turn. So again, in the backswing, I'm going to really feel I get a lot of depth in my turn, my hips, my shoulders, my chest. I'm going to feel like I get the biggest reach I can with my arms and hands. So what I would call kind of height and turn. So you're going to feel like you almost side bend a little bit more this way to increase a little bit more speed. And then on the way down, we're definitely going to feel that we kind of stay back there a little bit more and try and ascend that club out to the right hand side. So from a swing path point of view, when I've got this big reach and big turn, again, I'm going to try and feel I stay behind the ball, as I've already said. This will hopefully send the ball and club a little bit more down the right hand side. So it's definitely going to encourage more of a draw flight, okay, more an in-to-out path, which again is the kind of longest way to hit the ball. Might hit it straight in with a fade, but the longest way to hit the ball would be to draw it or turn it over. It's taking the spin loft in the club, which is the difference between the angle of attack and the dynamic loft, and reducing it. And also we're hitting it more with that kind of draw spin, which tends to lower the backspin also, which means the ball is going to run a little bit more also. So how do we do it? Put your feet together is probably the best way to do it, and this cover is here for a reason. We want the ball opposite the left toe. Shoulder width stance, or even a fraction more, flare your feet. That's going to give me the ball position I would require. Okay, so again, it's more or less left toe. Only for long driving, again, standard drive, left heel. Just to clarify again. Keys are make sure I don't get open now. I've got this ball position so far forward. So again, almost feel like the club is positioned initially in the middle of my stance. Get my shoulders set there, then nudge the club forward. In the backswing, feel the huge turn. Feel the club send itself to the right hand side and stay there. Now the cover, just going to move my right foot here, is here really as a guidance to angle of attack. So I want to feel that from there I get the feeling of the club hitting the ball and not the cover. Now it's windy today, which is why that cover might blow away. So I'm here at address, and let's go for the shot. So a little bit off balance, a little bit thin. Let's hit another one. Might have to tee it up a tiny bit higher for this more extreme version I'm talking about today. That one was good. So that one definitely higher than I normally hit. Much longer carry. It's into the wind this hole a little bit today, but much longer carry. So the flight in it was much higher, much more floaty, if you like, if you want to call it that word. But definitely sort of long carry kind of shots. And again, this is not me warming up and hitting lots of drives and trying to hit it a long way. So the keys are tee it higher, move it more forward, make sure we ascend, make sure the backswing is big turn, side bend, as wide as you can make it. Obviously when we side bend and go wide, the club or the hands will get nearer to the head line rather than out here, but we still have plenty of width there. And then try and stay behind the ball, swing to the right and give it that little butter draw down the middle. Again, this is long drive technique. This is not necessarily what you would do for your standard drive. Extra things you could try is moving that lead foot more, lifting it more on the way back, moving out the way more on the way down to increase the rotation and speed and use of the ground. So we could do that also. So if you've enjoyed today's video on driving and hitting it further within some sense of control, please click like and share the video. Also join the conversation down below. Chat to me about what videos you want to see from me in the future. Ask me any questions. I welcome them. Also lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I post content every week on a variety of subjects and it's all here ready to help you and lower your scores. So just do that down below by hitting my logo. And lastly, thank you for watching and see you again here soon.